Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to a new video on the XRP this Sunday morning. Going to do a full technical update, technical price action, or at least, well, the price action is always technical. The price action has been pretty interesting, pretty good. We dropped down as expected into that area right here where we have a lot of confluences, which, well, basically it goes from the 30-day rolling VWAP into that minor support level, albeit, but still it's part of the area at 2.26, so it's a pretty big area. That's where we dropped down into yesterday, and you can also see a bit of a 3 drive pattern, right? So you can see, let me quickly demonstrate that. 1, 2, 3, and it was confirmed with bearish divergence or bullish divergences with the volume. You can see every drive down the volume got lower. One of the best reversal patterns there is in the entire space of crypto. We had the same right here. For example, 3 drives, volume got lower, especially with the last 2 drives, and then we reversed. Now, do I expect a move like this? Not necessarily. Is it a possibility though? Of course. In crypto, a lot is possible, but we have to be realistic. And so far, we dropped down as expected into that major support level. I would say the reaction is good, all right? The reaction is constructive. We found very strong support at the first support level we could get. Like I said, we also got a 3 drive pattern into that, so that's all great, right? I mean, we spiked down to 2.3, and then from there we started rallying up. However, for those of you who watch these videos a lot, first of all, thank you for the support, and hope you're doing great. But the main level I've been talking about basically since the beginning of May is this level right here between 2.41 and 2.45. On the higher time frames, as you can see right here, that is the POC. That's the point of control. So that's where most of the liquidity is, and that's ultimately what you want to stay above with the price, if you want to get a continuation up higher, which is what most of us want, right? Unless you're short, but still. So what you can see right now is that, yes, we got a strong reaction from support right here, and now we're zoomed in a little bit more, by the way, onto the 1 hour time frame. So yes, we got a strong reaction, but all the bullish momentum afterwards was with low volume, right? Low volume on a Sunday. So how much can we actually trust from that price action? And I wouldn't even call this momentum. How much can we trust? And then second of all, we're still below our main key level, our main resistance at 2.41 and 2.45. And if you see this move, like, yes, the bounce here itself is bullish, right? It's a good indication. But as long as we haven't broken out, and I don't see any reason for us to break out, I'm going to have to say that I think it's most likely that we will remain down here, all right? And remaining down here also subsequently means getting a move into 2.28 and 2.26. Now, do I think we'll drop down lower than that, given the reaction we had earlier yesterday? No, I think we'll remain relatively stable, and I do think we have a chance to reclaim 2.41. But the only way I think we can actually do that is if we see either some volume building up for XRP, if we see the open interest rally a little bit higher, or if we just have a very good opening for the markets, for Bitcoin, in the next 24 hours. Right, and that is something we will have to see. And at this point of time, there's no indication of that momentum. Like I said, the volume is decreasing with this move up. So even though we got a good reaction here, getting a good reaction is something very, very different from getting a bullish breakout. Right, so therefore I'd say this is most likely. And then I'll be back with a brief update later today in my middle of the day market update for XRP as well. So then we'll talk a little bit about, you know, do we actually have a reason to believe that we're breaking out. But as it stands right now, I would say it's most likely that we will remain in this area right here between 2.44 and 2.26. And that means that, you know, where the price is right now, it's more likely to get a bit of a pullback rather than to get a breakout. But those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Take care and bye.